Hey there, pickle peeps. I don't know how to begin this, actually. So, who here has had a day where your business felt like it punched you in the chest and knocked out your heart? Because we're going on for that today. You can see it here, pickle peep, like Melissa in the raw. I have no makeup on except for lipstick, and yeah, because this was not a planned video. This is sort of like when things happen and you just have to report them. So today was supposed to be like, if any of you, like, you know me, you follow me, you know I am all about timing, efficiency, hot lists, 3Ms. Maybe I haven't gotten to talk about those things yet. If not, then follow us on the boot camp, because I will. The 3M system and the hot list system. And Pomodoro, I am all about efficiency. And, like, I set my lists and everything, and today got completely 1,000% derailed. So, and like I said, business punched me in the chest. Like, I thought I was gonna puke driving in the car. How do I say this? Well, it's not the worst one. So, anyone here ever mistakenly delete an email list? I mean, like, 1,000+ person email list? I've done that before. Thought I was deleting just, like, unsubs, and no, like, deleted the entire list, had panic attack, got most of them back, but yeah. So, this morning, I am trying to practice what everyone says is good list hygiene, you know, cleaning your list, cutting the bloat, because I'm looking at the numbers of how many people actually engage on my email list, and being like, I don't want to pay for all these people who are not engaged. This is on my e-com side. And so I went through, and first off, like, I use Mailchimp, and I know I gotta get off of Mailchimp. It's just moving when you got 2,500 subscribers on there. 3,000 subscribers, something like that. 3,000 subscribers, but only 2,500 actually. So, like, first off, I hate Mailchimp's numbers. So if they unsubbed, why do I care? Why does that count as a number? If they are cleaned, why do I care? Get them off my list and out of my view. I only care about people who are actively engaging. So I was like, all right, it's been on my list of things to do for like a month. We're going to clean the email list. Mailchimp, how do I do this? Mailchimp is not useful. And when you try to search how to clean any of that stuff, they just give you cleaned addresses, which is not what you want to do. So then, like, after a gazillion help tutorials, and YouTube was no help either, and I am not making the video on how to clean and maintain your email list in Mailchimp, because I failed at it this morning. This is not as bad as the time that I deleted the email list, but I'm kind of having a little bit of flashbacks to that. So, what all of these, like, miscombobulated tutorials told me to do was to go in, and they were talking about, like, the star ratings. So they're like, 1 star on Mailchimp means, like, hard bounces, soft bounces, has never opened an email. Why do they keep those people on? So they can charge you, right? 2 star is someone who has been on, or maybe 1 star is, like, people who should have been clean. I don't understand why they're not. Like, why are they still, 2 star, I believe, as, like, never opened your email or exceptionally rarely ever engages with you. And I had, like, 799 2-star email addresses in there. I'm like, okay, we're gonna clean. First off, I went in and I figured out how to permanently delete all of the cleaned ones that, like, they don't work. Why are they listed? I don't want to see cleaned ones. I don't care. So then, and I went in and I archived all the unsubs. It's like, again, I don't care. That's not information that I want to see when I'm looking at my lists. So then I go in and Mailchimp's like, oh, go to like contact data management and create a segment and make it set so that you have to, there were like 3 conditions, see if I remember them, because I don't even want to go into Mailchimp and look at it, even though I have to go into Mailchimp later today. And it was like, what was it? Has campaign status or something, and you could do like has not opened an email, and then they gave you like lots of stupid options, like in the last email, last 3 days, 5 days, blah, blah. I was looking for like someone who hasn't engaged in the last 6 months. That's what I was looking at. Like, if you haven't engaged, if you haven't opened anything from me in the last 6 months, like, I want to send you a farewell sequence and hopefully get you back going on. And so I go and I set that one up, and then it was like something like the contact rating, and then you could set like a start date. So I said, whatever. I ended up setting it up, so I thought, for, you caught that, right? For everyone who was, had not engaged with any of the last 50 emails. I know I send a lot of emails, but 50 is still a pretty, that was like the longest time frame I could give it in their stupid settings. So 50 emails, and there were 3 settings. Something about like, so the emails, and then like low contact rating maybe, and then it was like join list before, I think I put August 1st in there. So at least we had time. So it wasn't like someone is a new on and hasn't opened any of the emails, any of the last 50 emails. So anyway, I set all this up and I'm proud of myself. I'm like trying to I'm racing the clock to get things done before my nephew wakes up, and I gotta switch over into like morning daycare routine and get him going. And I'm like, okay, I'm double checking everything. It's like, all right, I set up an automation to trigger the next day that actually removes them from the list, so I don't have to go in and do anything manually. And I'm like, yes, all right, we are cleaning this list. I'm hopefully going to save a little money on Mailchimp. Good. All right. So I leave it alone. And I walk away and I'm taking care of my nephew, and then he is spoiled rotten, and when I drive him to daycare, he watches Mickey Mouse on my phone, and I put it in airplane mode. So I don't know anything that's going on. Just, he's happy watching Mickey, and I can recite all of the Mickey Mouse stuff. All of it. I can sing along with all of it. And we get to school, and I drop him off, and everything's all good. And then I go in, and I turn airplane mode off, because I'm going to listen to a podcast for my drive home. Actually, I was going to the post office to ship out orders. And all of a sudden, all of these emails start popping up. And I'm like, what the hell? And I'm looking at it, and it's like I had sent an email earlier this morning about an event I'm going to be at tomorrow. And what's going on tomorrow, like tree laying ceremonies, trunk shows, all that stuff. And then I'm seeing these farewell emails, and they're coming to me, and I'm like, I know I have engaged with my own list in the last 50 days. And then I start seeing emails from like my high shoppers, and they're like, what's going on? I'm like, I don't know. What happened? Oh God. So I'm like, literally, like I almost can't breathe in the car. I'm like, what is going on? Did I just screw my list? Did I just screw my shopper's side of the list? What the hell? What the is going on? Right? Family friendly occasionally channel. But I still got stuff to do. So like I'm driving from daycare to the post office trying to have a panic attack. I'm pulling like 5 people all pulling the post office at the same time. Like and it was just a morning of like, it was a panic attack morning. And, not panic, it was anxiety-ridden morning. And I do all that, and I get home, and it's like, I don't even want to open the computer, like, what? And I had a meeting to jump into anyway, and I'm trying to get coffee and all this stuff, and finally at like 12 noon, I open it up, and I'm like, okay, deep breath, Mel. We can figure this out. It's just effing Mailchimp. We can figure this out. So I go in and I check, and yep, it's a dumbass Melissa move. Like, I don't know if that should be trademarked or not. My momentum coach says that I shouldn't be that hard. I shouldn't call myself names in my head. But whatever. This was a classic trademark dumbass Melissa move. And it must have been, I don't know if it was a reset when I was adding other conditions, or if I was just that dumb, that I sent my farewell campaign to everyone who had engaged in the last 50 emails, not the people who didn't engage. So now I need to go onto my page and into my group and do an official apology email live, and then I can send a 3rd email to these people today. Like, that's racking up on a not holiday day or a sale day. It's racking up. Send them another email, so it'll be their 3rd email for me today, saying, disregard, you're not being cleaned from the list, you're not being unsubbed from the list, you're fine, I love you, please stay here. And if you want to see my formal apology, go check it out on the Facebook page. And then I need to switch it up and fix it so that that email goes to the people who actually are supposed to be cleaned from my list. And I want to try to do this, like, get them cleaned off before my Mailchimp bill came due on the 7th. Like, isn't that the point? Don't clean them after, clean them before. But it's like, ah! So, moral of the story is, I don't know. Moral of the story is Melissa hates email. Moral of the story is Melissa can't wait for the 2022 BizFit Success Bootcamp so she can take the email section that Andrew is running. There's a reason I'm not running the email section. Yes, I can write brilliant emails, but apparently in the automation side, I blow it. Hopefully this is just a one-off, and yes, so I mentioned earlier that I had deleted my entire list. That was years and years ago. I did it at a Starbucks. I remember having that panic attack, couldn't breathe, dropped the coffee, everything when I realized what I had done. And Mailchimp got me to pay because they don't have support on their free plan. I mean, I'm well beyond their free plan now, but still. So, I just wanted to come in here, Pickle Peep, and say, horror stories happen. Horror stories happen all the time. I feel it's a horror story that I don't have makeup on right now. I'm looking at here and God, I look tired. I'm not. I'm doing okay. Tired is a state of mind. Most of the time. There are times when you're physically, can't even move. But tired is a state of mind. So I keep telling myself, I'm not tired. I got plenty of energy. We're going to get everything we need to get done because there's a lot of shit that is going to need to get done today. I have an in-person event tomorrow from 3 to 5, and then a trunk show tomorrow from 8:30 to 9:30, and I got to get all that stuff ready because I babysit in the morning. Saturdays suck at Metals and Pieces. My only day off during the week is Sunday, but I do it to myself. I really do it to myself. But yeah, so I just want to come in and be so remember back if you saw it a couple days ago. If not, I will plug it up here, up there, whatever side they're on. I never remember. And I talked about failing fast. So this is totally not what was in my mind as failing fast, but it is. So I was talking about in there that when you start business or when things are new and extra scary, you're kind of like that toddler toddling, and then you trip and you fall flat on your face and you lay there for a minute. And then you try to roll on your back, and then hopefully someone else picks you up when you're a toddler. But yes, that's what our community's for, is picking up. Versus when you're a pro, when you're at it, and when you're enthusiastic about failing. This is not something I was enthusiastic about failing about. There are other things that I'm enthusiastic to fail over. This is not one of them. And but anyway, so you fail, and you steadily, the more you fail, the more you mess up, you get better at picking yourself back up. You get faster at picking yourself up until you go from that toddler face planting to Captain America or Black Widow doing the shoulder roll. They trip, they fall, they roll, and then they spring back up and they keep going. Hawkeye roll. Oh yeah. Any of that superhero roll. You know the roll I'm talking about. If I could find the GIF, I would make the GIF. But yeah, so this one, not the fastest spring up, the back up that I could say. I'm not proud of that part, but it's gonna happen. And you know what? These things, you just get through them. And every bad thing that happens in your business is perception. So, does this suck? Yes. Did I mess up? Totally 100,000%. How do I turn it around? Well, it's proof that I'm a real person. It's proof that I care, because if I didn't care, I wouldn't go on there and make a public apology, which I'm going to do next. And public apologies suck, but you do them anyway. So, this is just to say, Pickle Peep, even the pros, and I am totally not a self-confessed pro, even the people who look like they have their shit together mess up. And yeah, I think that's just what I wanted to go through. And really, when you mess up, when these things happen, when you get punched in the chest and you can't breathe because of something that happens in your business, you need to have a support network to turn to. First off, you need Andrew George, who knows how to do emails really well. And maybe to get off of Mailchimp, which is stupid. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one right there. And you guys can all yell at me and be like, Melissa, why are you using Mailchimp? You should be using a different platform like Klaviyo or SendGrid. And it's I know, I'm getting there. When you have a small list, it's easy to transfer, but I know 2,500 isn't a large list, but it's got all my templates and my stuff in there, and I just duplicate and change some stuff and send the email, and bleh. That's just it. Mailchimp's bleh. Okay. But you need what helps you pick up faster and keep going faster, so you can trip and fall on the next one and spring back up a little faster, is who you can turn to for support. And, like, if I went to family or any of that and commiserate and be like, this happened, they would be all, that sucks, I don't understand, but it sucks, I get that you're in pain. But that wouldn't resolve anything. So what I needed to go to instead was my accountability group. Need to go to my friends like Regine, like Andrew, and be like, this happened. And be like, yeah, that sucks. Pick it up and keep moving. Fix it. Because you can't just wallow in that sucks. You have to fix it. Otherwise you're in business. So that's what I'm really coming here today to say, is that life sucks. Business can suck, but you get through it, and it's all about the people you choose to surround yourself with, who can give you either that pull you up, grab you by the hand and pull you up, or give you the kick in the ass to get you up off the ground too. I'm more of a kick in the ass kind of person, I'll fully admit. But anyway, so that is my rant for today. Again, we will be getting back into how-to videos soon. I thought that I would be doing a series on how to clean a list in Mailchimp. I'll clearly not be doing that series. No. Besides to tell you, I failed at it. And yeah, so let me know in the comments, let me know if you've ever had an epic email fail or like a complete stupid fail. You don't have to own up to it like I do. It's okay. But this is a safe place. Like, commiserate, and eventually we laugh. And eventually, I know, just like today, this will become a story that I use in teaching, in training, eventually. Be like, yeah, I understand. I almost cleaned the good part of my list and kept the bad part. So, yes. All right. So, anyway, Pickle Peeps, if you want more content like this or back to our how-to programming, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. And if you want insider info on that, you can go to thehandmadehow.com/insider. Get alerts on the new videos, new deals, all the cool stuff that's coming out. And for that one, well, I will see you in the next one, Pickle Peep. Oh, and don't forget to check out the 2022 BizFit Success Bootcamp, where we have that accountability team trained up and pulled in there for you. All right, that's it. I'll talk to you later, Pickle Peep.